Hello everyone, welcome to TCS Mantra. Our channel is exclusively for UPSC Prelims practice. You will get ample number of channels for theory or foundation course, but we are the only channel where you will get our Prelims Exclusive Program where you can practice questions for prelims in a structured way. If you want to join our paid batch, please contact in 8787491383. We are charging just rupees 999. What you are getting in our course is number 1. You will get complete study material for both prelims and mains of 2026, MCQs for daily practice, complete 8 months preparation schedule, mock test with assessment. So let's begin without getting late. So here is the question number 1. Westerlies in the southern hemisphere are stronger and persistent than in northern hemisphere. Why? Then there are two statements. Number 1, the southern hemisphere has less landmass as compared to the northern hemisphere. Coriolis force is higher in southern hemisphere as compared to the northern hemisphere. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Okay, this is a PYQ question of 2011. PYQ question of 2011. Okay, this is from physical geography. So, the westerlies in southern hemisphere are indeed stronger and more persistent than in the northern hemisphere. This is primarily due to the fact that the southern hemisphere has less landmass compared to the northern hemisphere. The vast expanses of open ocean in the southern hemisphere allow the westerlies to maintain their strength and persistence without being interrupted by landmass. Okay. On the other hand, the Coriolis force, which is the result of Earth's rotation, is not stronger in the southern hemisphere compared to the northern hemisphere. The strength of the Coriolis force is not determined by the hemisphere but by the latitude. The Coriolis force is stronger at the poles and weakest at the equator. Okay. Therefore, only statement 1 is true. Therefore, only statement 1 is true. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. Question number 2. La Nina is suspected to have caused recent floods in Australia. How is La Nina different from El Nino? La Nina is characterized by unusually cold ocean temperature in the equatorial Indian Ocean, where El Nino is characterized by unusually warm ocean temperatures in the equatorial Pacific Ocean. Number 2, El Nino has an adverse effect on southwest monsoon of India, but La Nina has no effect on monsoon climate. So there are 4 alternatives. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? So this question also has come in 2011. La Nina and El Nino are both part of the El Nino Southern Oscillation cycle, okay, which affects weather patterns around the world. La Nina is characterized by unusually cold ocean temperatures in the equatorial Pacific, not the Indian Ocean as stated in statement 1. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. On the other hand, El Nino is characterized by unusually warm ocean temperatures in the equatorial Pacific. Regarding statement 2, both El Nino and La Nina have effects on the monsoon climate. El Nino tends to weaken the monsoon, leading to drought conditions in India, while La Nina tends to strengthen the monsoon, leading to above normal rainfall. Therefore, statement 2 is also incorrect. So, in this case, both statement 1 and statement 2 is incorrect. So, option D is the correct here, neither 1 nor 2. Let us move on. Question number 3. A layer in the Earth's atmosphere called ionosphere facilitates radio communication. Why? The presence of ozone causes the reflection of radio waves to Earth. Radio waves have a very long wavelength. Okay, so the ionosphere is a layer in the Earth's atmosphere that is ionized by solar radiation. It plays a crucial role in radio communication as it reflects radio waves back to Earth. This reflection is not due to the presence of ozone but rather due to the ionization of atoms in the ionosphere. Therefore, statement 1 is incorrect. As the statement 2, while it is true that radio waves have a long wavelength, this is not the reason why the ionosphere facilitates radio communication. The reflection of radio waves by the ionosphere is due to the ionization of atoms, not the wavelength of the radio waves. Therefore, statement 2 is also incorrect. Okay, that's why option number D is correct here, neither 1 nor 2. Question number 4, let us come to question number 4. The jet aircraft fly very easily and smoothly in the lower stratosphere. What could be the appropriate explanation? Statement number 1, there are no clouds or water vapor in the lower stratosphere. There are no vertical winds in the lower stratosphere. Okay, which of the statements given below is or are correct in this context? So, commercial jet aircraft fly in the lower stratosphere to avoid the turbulence. The stratosphere is very dry air. There contains very little water vapor. Because of this, few clouds are found in this layer. Vertical wind shear is the change in wind speed or direction with change in altitude. Wind shear has significant effects on control of an aircraft, and it has been a sole or contributing cause of many aircraft accidents. There is no vertical wind shear in the lower stratosphere. That's why planes fly in that region to avoid turbulence or an accident. Okay, so option number C is correct here. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, both 1 and 2 are correct here. Let us come to question number 5. The lower Gangetic Plain is characterized by a humid climate with high temperature throughout the year. Which one among the following pair of crops is most suitable for this region? Okay, option A, paddy and cotton. Option B, wheat and jute. Option C, paddy and jute. Option D, wheat and cotton. So, the lower deltaic plains of the Ganges and Brahmaputra rivers are characterized by swamps and sundarbans. Paddy, the lower Gangetic plain, has a humid climate with high temperatures and fertile alluvial soil, which are ideal conditions for growing rice. Rice is a staple food crop in India and this region is a major producer. Jute is a fiber crop that thrives in warm and humid climates with ample water. The riverine delta of the Ganges provides the necessary moisture and fertile land for jute cultivation. India is the leading producer of jute and a significant portion comes from lower Gangetic plain. Other crops like wheat and cotton might not be as suitable due to the year-round high temperature. While wheat prefers cooler winters, cotton requires drier conditions. Okay, so option C is correct here. The paddy and jute. Paddy and jute is correct here. Let us come to the next question. Question number 6. Two important rivers, one with its source in Jharkhand and known by a different name in Odisha, and another with its source in Odisha, merge at a place only a short distance from the coast of the Bay of Bengal before flowing into the sea. This is an important site of wildlife and biodiversity and a protected area. Which one of the following could be this? Okay, so here the correct option will be Vita Karnika. Vita Karnika. Major rivers flowing into the Bay of Bengal from Jharkhand are the Suvarnarekha and North Quail. Okay, Suvarnarekha and North Quail. Okay, the Suvarnarekha changes its name to Brahmani in Odisha. The Brahmani merges with the Baitarani river which originates in Odisha. The confluence of Brahmani and Baitarani forms the delta that feeds into the Bay of Bengal. Vitakarnika National Park is a protected area located in this delta region known for its rich wildlife and biodiversity, particularly saltwater crocodiles. Okay, so option A, Vitakarnika, is the correct answer here. Let us move on to the next question, question number 7. With reference to micro irrigation, which of the following statement is or are correct? Option 1, fertilizer. Statement 1, fertilizer or nutrient loss can be reduced. It is the only means of irrigation in the dryland farming. In some areas of farming, the receding of the groundwater table can be checked. Okay, so statement 1 is correct. Okay, statement 1 is correct. Fertilizer or nutrient loss can be reduced. Micro irrigation delivers water directly to the plant's root zone, minimizing evaporation and water wastage. This allows for a more targeted application of fertilizers and nutrients, reducing their loss in the soil. Statement 2 is incorrect because while micro irrigation is very efficient in water usage, it's not the only option for dryland farming. Other methods like drip irrigation or rainwater harvesting can also be used. Statement 3 is also correct. Micro irrigation uses less water compared to the traditional methods like flood irrigation. This can help conserve groundwater sources and potentially slow down the receding water table in some areas, depending on the specific water management practices employed. So, both 2 and 3 is correct. Uh, both 1 and 3 is correct. Okay, option statement 1 and statement 3 is correct. Statement 2 is not correct. Okay, let us move on next to the next question. The Brahmaputra, Irrawaddy and Mekong rivers originate in Tibet and flow through narrow and parallel mountain ranges in their upper reaches. Okay, of these rivers, Brahmaputra makes a U-turn in its course to flow into India. This U-turn is due to, see, the U-turn made by the Brahmaputra river in its course to flow into India is primarily due to the geological phenomena known as syntaxial bending of the geologically young Himalayas. Syntaxial bending refers to the bending or folding of rock layers that occurs as the result of the collision and convergence of tectonic plates. In the case of Brahmaputra river, the collision of Indian plate with the Eurasian plate has resulted in the uplift of the Himalayas and the bending of the river's course. The Brahmaputra river flows from Tibet into India, and as it encounters the geologically young Himalayas, it undergoes a sharp bend in its course, forming the characteristic U shape. Okay, U shape. So option B, that is syntaxial bending of geologically young Himalaya, is the correct answer here. Let us move on to the next question. A state in India has the following characteristics. Its northern part is arid and semi-arid. Its central part produces cotton. Cultivation of cash crops is predominant over food crops. Okay, which one of the following states has all of the above characteristics? So we have to say which of the following states has these characteristics which have been asked in the question. Okay, so the state in India with the characteristics described is Gujarat. Okay, northern arid and semi-arid. The northern part of the Gujarat bordering Rajasthan experiences a dry climate. Central cotton production. Gujarat is the major producer of cotton in India, and the central part of the state is known for its cotton cultivation. Cash crop predominance. Gujarat's agricultural sector focuses heavily on cash crops, like cotton, groundnut and custard, oilseed, etc., compared to food crops like rice and wheat. So option B, Gujarat, is the correct answer here. Okay, this is all for today. See you in some other videos. Till then, stay tuned with TCS Mantra. And if you want to join our courses, then please make a call or text in the given number. Okay, the number you are seeing on the screen. Okay, thank you.